Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas to you all. So, for a while now, several radical play games, as well as old mods of those games made by the community, have been unplayable on newer Java and newer browsers due to security issues. So, I've decided to fix this, and today I will show you 5 old titles: Radical Aces, NFM1 and NFM2, NFM MDX V1, the 2012 release, and NFM MDX V2, that you can now play without having to jump over any hurdles, such as like downloading old Java, changing security settings, downloading old browsers, stuff like that. So to play these games, you just download the zip file, which you can find those in the description below, and then you just extract it somewhere. Alternatively, you could use Git to clone the repository, and then you could use the pull command to update it. But if you don't know what Git is and how to use it, you can just download the zip and that works. So then if you just want to run the game, all you have to do is just run the exe file and that runs the game. Alternatively, you should be able to run the jar file as well. If you want, you can then add the shortcuts to the games that you download to your desktop like I did. That isn't done automatically, but you can do that yourself. And then you can just play the game. If you finished the game or you just want to reset your progress for whatever reason, you can just every one of these games has a cookies folder. You can just delete the cookies folder like that, and that just resets your progress. Also, each of these versions has customizable key bindings, and the way this works is it's kind of outlined in the README file. You just copy this part of the code here, or these are the default key bindings. You probably want to start with these as a reference, and then you just create a new file called key settings. It has to be called exactly that. And then the way this file works, the way you can add something to it, is the first bit. This is the name of some action that is triggered. So view is these are the NFM1 settings. So view changes the camera angle. Mute S changes is muting the sound. So this is to toggle the sound. This is to toggle the music. This is to toggle the arrow, and so on. I hope you can kind of figure these out from the names. If you can't, you can look at the code. This can tell you what button this corresponds to, this action, in the original settings. So say I want to add a macro for A being. Let's say I want to bind the key 5, the 5 key, to aerial boosting. Aerial boosting consists of the up action but also the down action. So we know that we will need these two lines. And now we just want to find out the code, and the way you find out the code is you go to the side ASCII table, and we want to press 5. This is the button that we want to use, and the code for that is 53. So we just do up 53 and down 53, and this sets us up with a new macro for A being, which is the key number 5. I'm not going to test this now because I don't want to waste time, but you can just take my word for it that this works. If you have any problems, you can message me in the comments, or you can message me on Discord or whatever. Or just ask someone else for help. I'm sure I'm not the only person who knows how this file works. So I also fixed some bugs. For instance, in Radical Aces, the button T that is used for switching the soundtrack didn't actually switch the soundtrack for me. So I fixed that. Also, in both the NFM MDX versions, there was a card that was over the polygon limit. I don't know which one, but I just increased the polygon limit by a bit, and now it should be fine. Some other fixes and updates that are still on my to-do list are fixing NFM replays. I'm sure you all know in NFM1 or NFM2, doesn't matter. When you play a game, you waste some cards, and then you go to instant replay. Cars, once you exit the replay and you go back to the normal game, cars that were before wasted, they were on fire and they were gray, they no longer appear wasted. They just are not on fire anymore, even though they're still they're still dead, but they just don't look dead. Also, if you go to instant replay while a car is trying to fix, you can cancel them fixing. So that's like another bug related to the same issue. So I'd want to fix that, but I haven't done that yet. But I probably will, like, at some point. Other bugs are the music doesn't play on like newer Java releases. I know it doesn't play on Java 13, but it's not that much of an issue since Java 8 is like the default version of Java. That is like when you go to the java.com website and you want to download Java, Java 8 is the one that is recommended to you, and it's the one that everyone uses. So I might fix that later, but it's not a big issue. Another problem is there's several problems on Linux. For instance, the fonts don't render very well. I might fix that at some point. I might not. I don't know. I don't know how many people play this game on Linux. I sometimes do. And then I'd expect like, maybe 3 other people play this game on Linux. So, I don't know. It seems like a bit of a hassle. I'm not sure if I'm going to get into that. Finally, I wanted to add a full screen mode. That's a fairly big feature that I would actually want. And I will probably do that, but just not yet. And I think we've just about covered everything related to this topic. You can expect a few more videos from me during the Christmas break. I plan on hopefully making some progress on NFM Origins, so you'll all have that to look forward to. There was also a fantastic Sigma Force versus Harry Kane pickup that took place like 2 weeks ago that I still haven't uploaded because I was busy with exams and traveling and family and whatnot. But I should get that up within a few days. Finally, I was thinking that I could do a recording or like a stream of my reactions to the AIM Awards being announced. So I'd go over them like, one award at a time, discuss my predictions. Maybe I could have someone else on and we could have like a group call going. I might try and talk to Loaf about it since he's the one handling the AIM Awards this year. So we'll see. Anyway, that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon with at least one more video from the SF vs HK pickup. Have an excellent rest of your day.